It is Friday, August 22nd, and what are you guys playing this weekend? For me, this is my main game that I've been playing. And then I need a break from this because this is so intense that I had a mellow game I was playing, and I was playing Far Cry 4, and I've realized my favorite part about Far Cry 4 and why I keep playing it, and it's the dumbest reason you could ever possibly play a game. I'll get to that in the end. It is not the dumb thing that you think it is. It is way. I'm a bad gamer, but this is on its own is just been an absolute fun. This is Voidbreaker. This is made by a solo developer, and the video is not catching just how crazy, chaotic, and fun this game is. It's about destruction and using destruction. They have this really cool thing where if you like knock down parts of the building, they land on the creatures that you're fighting, and then you kill those creatures, you get things off of them that you wouldn't normally get if you just killed them. That's a really cool mechanic to encourage that kind of destruction. There's a lot of mayhem. There's a lot of learning this because it's about building up weapons alongside of the destruction and doing these loops of these kills. I'm really enjoying it, but it is fast paced. The combat is insanely fast paced. Hence, I need the other game to play to relax. Because it is too intense just to play this nonstop for me. I'm an old man. What can I say? I don't know. It's also pretty, it is pretty intense and pretty fast paced. I love the weapon stuff. I almost wish it was like a slower paced combat to it, maybe. I don't know. There's so much going on here. It really is just chaotic and fun. And I really like the world of the kind of the juxtaposition of the future sci-fi with nature. Like I know a lot of people have done that, but they like how they do this here. It's very clean. I've been thinking about that for my own game, which is about future and robots and stuff. But like I like kind of the Blade Runner 2049 version of that, which is very dark and gritty and kind of the cement. It's like all the brutalist style, but the cement's been sitting out in nature for a long time and it's gotten its own wear to it. But here, you're blowing up you're blowing up these beautiful sets anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But it is just a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. I'm going to go look for interviews to see if this guy's been interviewed because I'm curious what his skill set is because there's a lot of bespoke animation and stuff in here that's pretty neat, as well as just like the game design and everything. Like I said, encouraging you to use the chaos of destruction and getting a payoff for that was just a really neat idea. So this is really intense. This is really fun. This is kind of the main of what I'm playing. I'm kind of curious if anyone else is playing anything new because I know a bunch of stuff's coming out in the next month. I think there's some other smaller indie games coming out this month. Not to knock anybody, but I don't think there's anything big coming out to September now because of the holidays in the States. And Gamescom's going on, so everyone's over there looking at that. But for me, this was a fun pickup. So it's single player. I don't know if I get better, how fast I can make the run. So I don't know how fast the loops are. So that's always a thing I look for is like, how fast can I have the interaction where I can just take breaks from it or not? And you can take breaks anytime. It works really well. The other thing they do is they give you a little bit of story ahead of time so that you have context for what you're going through. And the training's fine, but there's something else that happens really early on. There's like a meta story to the story. And I'm really going back and forth on it. It didn't bother me. It wasn't so long that I got bored with it. But did it need it? Could I have jumped into the game without that context and still enjoyed it? If you played this, let me know what you think of that, of how much that beginning, the other guy story that you needed to play and how much you didn't. Because I'm kind of curious, because this is about the combat. This is not about the story as much, right? But they're framing it in there and using that context and trying to get you to come back to it. And so how much of that do you really need and how much do you just need to have the game be fun inside of that? I know I'm horrible as a writer, but there you go. And then, so I will end this out then with the other game I am playing this weekend is I am probably going to maybe just completely complete Far Cry 4. I don't know why I just kept playing it. And let me just roll to that. It's a different clip because I had to capture some game sound from there so that you can see the stupidest thing in the world that I like about that game. And I like it a lot. Just listen, can you hear that? I have the music off, but it's still playing here, but that little menu sound, it's my favorite part of the game. There you can hear it clearly. Yes, so this is the favorite part of the game. This is the menu sound. I'm been playing it maybe a little too much. What a nice little touch. Again, I've played way too much. I do not like the Shangri-La levels because it's a bad flying game. in the middle of one of those that I just don't enjoy, but like everything else is just really fun. So I've been enjoying this, but I need to find something else. I'm going too far in this one.